Estes. My name is Syed Suhail Muhammad, and I am a student and a part-time retailing salesperson. And today morning I had a discussion with a brother here, non-Muslim brother. He was telling me that all religions, they preach things which are suitable for their time, in their place, suitable to the environment around them. And I said, yes, this is the case with most of the religions, and I was able to say that Islam is an exception to the best of my ability, and he did agree to me at last. But how would you answer to this question?
Bismillah, alhamdulillah. I think the question was, how would you respond to a question if somebody said Islam is like other religions? Yeah?
Yes, sir. It's like it is suited to the people and the place there. So Islam is suitable for the people of Arabia. Like he gave me some examples, like they wear like long jubbas. Even today we're wearing according to the Arab culture.
Put space between your words because the echo is killing me. Go slow.
Yes, sir. He said that Islam is more suited to the people of Arabia, like Islam is suited to the people of Hinduism.
Gotcha. Now I understood what you said. When people tell you that Islam is indicative of a particular place, a time, or a people, then they haven't really understood what Islam is. But I will come back to what I originally said, that I thought you said about Islam as a religion like other religions. Or even the question when people ask you, why do you think only your religion is right? Anything pertaining to the subject of religion in general can be found in a beautiful teaching in the Quran, in one of the simplest of all verses in the Quran. Allah says in chapter 3, Al-Imran, verse 19. If I get too loud, let me know. Anyway, in verse 19, he said, Inna dina indallahil Islam. Now, look, that's short. I can teach this to anybody, even a parrot can learn to say, Inna dina indallahil Islam. It means for sure the only deen with Allah is Islam. Now, why did I leave the word deen in Arabic? Want me to tell you why? Because I left the other word that it pertains to in Arabic. The word Islam is Arabic, yes? So if you don't know what's Islam, and you can't explain Islam, you sure don't need to translate the word deen as religion. Because if you do, you're making a mistake. Deen itself is a word much more inclusive. And I'd like you to consider this. Think about what I'm going to say. Anybody can have a religion or not, right? What do you do about somebody that has no religion at all? He doesn't have a religion. He's an atheist. Huh? But Allah uses this same word when He talks about people who are total disbelievers. Kul ya ayyuhal kafirun. He starts out the chapter and it says, say to the disbelievers. And He ends it, lakum dinakum waliyad-din. Using that same word again. Now, if you're talking to a kafir, somebody doesn't believe anything at all, he doesn't have anything to worship, but you can tell him, lakum dinakum waliyad-din, then obviously it can't be just religion. Huh? It means your way of life. What it is that you do believe in, whatever it is that you do, what you're made out of, how you operate, that's your deen. Allah says in the same chapter, which is chapter 3, Al-Imran, verse 85, وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِ غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامَ دِينًا فَلَا يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. More or less, Allah is saying that if anybody desires a deen other than the deen of Allah, He will never accept it. And in the hereafter, they're going to be with the losers. Okay, so deen is something special. And Allah is saying that He's not going to accept any deen but His. And then finally, I give them the third reference from Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5, verse 3. When Allah says, Al-yawmul akmaltu lakum deenakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati wa raditu lakum islama deen. Hear the word deen again? You heard it. I'm emphasizing it so that you understand that when you translate deen, you need to make it more clear what you're talking about. Just like when you say Islam, you need to be more clear. If you go back and look at those verses I just recited and substitute this meaning for Islam, the submission and surrender to God in peace, on His terms, in sincerity, okay? Islam. And deen, the way of life of a human being, whatever it is that they do, whatever they believe in and how they act, operate, etc. This is their deen. Then you watch those verses fall in place, and these guys have to back away. Because if they said, your religion, no, it's not my religion. It's the religion we follow, but it's Allah's religion. He said it's His own ni'mati, His favor to us. It's His deen. His deen, not even Muhammad's deen. Only in the sense that Muhammad also followed it. All of the prophets followed it. We follow it. Yeah? But we didn't make it up. And that's the difference. The other religions are man-made. And when an atheist says, I don't want to follow a man-made religion, I don't blame him. We don't either. In fact, we as Muslims make our scholars prove what they say. They come to us and say, Allah wants you to do this or that. We go, where's your proof? We don't question the person, we're questioning his proof. We want to see where did he get it from. If it's authentic, that's our deen. That is our deen, that's our way, that's God's religion. Authentic has to come from the Quran, or for sure verified and authenticated that it came from our prophet who brought the Quran, which is Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Make sense? So when you talk to anybody about it, whether it's a general statement or specific, be sure that you let them understand this is not our religion. It is the way that God has ordered for people who want to be successful in the next life. And if you don't want it, lakum dinakum waliya din. Have a nice day, baby. Got it? That's it. And it works all the way around, regardless of how they bring it. Thanks for a great question. Jazakallah khair.